from counterfeits to replacement sets, from Newell to a set bought from Blick. Prismacolor Premier Colored Pencils have very consistently been a shoddily built product for me. In my first review, I put on display the problems I have with them, contrasting that to the things I like about them. With the current production set, I streamed a second part of the review where I decided to swatch them and quality check them live. I stopped after 3 trays of pencils. And the reason for this was they have shown that the quality has not changed this year. This is 3 years worth of pencils, 2 sets directly from Prismacolor. And the problems thus far have not gone away. From cracked barrels to off-center cores and pencils splintered right out of the box. It's incredible to me that they are okay selling this. And I think it outright comes down to the manufacturing and the money it would take to fix these pencils. But then I thought about it, and I asked myself the question, why would Prismacolor want to fix these pencils? Now this is going to be my last video on them, unless something drastically changes. They fix the manufacturing, or they show that these pencils are worth my money. But the reason I posed the question, does Prismacolor actually want to fix the quality of their product, comes from recently they discontinued a bunch of open stock, primarily being the Verithin colored pencils and their art marker line. They're alcohol markers. Now the alcohol markers I've been using for approximately a year and a half or so. It's been a while. I think maybe when COVID first kicked off, we got a set of these. And the only one that has tried out is one I left the cap off of. So for a long period of time, I did not have to replace one of these. Therefore, I bought it once, and then for 2 years, or a year and a half, I didn't have to buy any more. Verithin colored pencils are a hardcore pencil. I have not used them myself, but they are equated to something like a polychromos. They hold their point really well. They don't break. And I believe they're a hex barrel similar to Pablo's. Therefore, that would be a product you do not have to buy all that often. So rather than support the customer base and continue selling it open stock, they went the Crayola route, and now you can only buy them in full sets, which I believe is going to hurt the line more. I don't think the Prismacolor art markers are long for this world. I don't think the Verithin Prismacolor pencils are long for this world, because I personally will not buy anything that is not open stock unless I'm trying that medium for the first time, such as Ohuhu's. We have a full set of them. We wanted to figure out, with a wide berth of colors, how we actually feel about alcohol markers, and we love them, so we will buy open stock markers from now on, such as Winsor Newton. We're not afraid to buy a set of them because we can replace the individual markers. And I think there are a lot of people like me that will be unwilling to buy a set of these to replace one color. Nib splits, runs dry, you accidentally leave the cap off it. Why are you going to spend $100 on another set to get one marker and then be stuck with doubles of something you might not use? Same thing for the Verthins. Prismacolor Premier Colored Pencils, on the other hand, they're soft core pencils. They have a certain quality about them that they don't hold a point because they are soft core. They shatter easily. The barrels split. I've had barrels crack. I have not had them split yet. And they have trouble sharpening, so they run down very quickly. Therefore, somebody who likes them will be frequently buying them in open stock. Which is why I think that Prismacolor, or maybe Newell, who knows, the parent company might be the reason for this, might not want to fix the pencils. It has been known for quite some time now that they have a lot of problems. And if I were running a business and I had a product that people really liked and continued to buy despite shoddy craftsmanship, why would you fix it? It encourages more sales. So I'm going to take the tinfoil hat off now. And given everything I've experienced with them myself, give my final thought on these. And my final thought on these is I will never buy them again. I will never email Newell or talk to Newell about, this is the other set from Blick, about the problems with the set that they sent me to replace a set that I was having a lot of issues with. Because I don't want any more of these. I don't want them. I don't know what to do with them. Right out of the box. Yeah, my camera's covering it. Right out of the box. A big, like, what is that, you know? And the cores are so off-center that you can't get a point on them. Look at the wood. It's right up to the point. It's ridiculous. And I strongly recommend that if you're in the market for colored pencils, don't buy Prismacolor. Just don't. And now, it's okay if you like them. People like what they like, and that's cool. I'm not trying to disparage anything that anybody likes. But really, as a consumer, you are doing yourself a disservice by continuing to support the practices that they have in place. If you look at this sheet here, and I'll move my head because I'm not going to be doing a lot of editing with this video. All them OCs, and this is just 3 trays. I stopped after 3 trays because I didn't want to deal with these pencils anymore. Every OC you see is a off-center core, which presented the problems for this one where the wood is all the way up to the point, and presented problems with sharpening. That one was unsharpenable right out of the box. That one had problems sharpening out of the box. These were a series of hand-sharpened pencils. I was messing around with non-crank and non-electric sharpeners, so just regular hand sharpeners, and a lot of problems there. Questionable barrel there. That one I didn't even know what to make of the problems with it. It was just problematic. And it doesn't matter what sharpener you use. I showed that in this video. I showed it in my review and past videos. I don't understand it. I mean, come on, if you like these pencils, I like the colors, I like the way they blend. They're beautiful on paper, but in practice they are a nightmare to work with. They are a money sink. If you're looking to buy colored pencils, I recommend you save your money. You can if you live in the United States and you have a Jerry's or a Blick near you, you can get a set of polychromos or Pablos for 200 bucks. And you're going to have something that you're not going to have to constantly replace. You're not going to have to constantly deal with customer service, which, yes, Prisma has great customer service. I believe it's cheaper for them to keep sending out full sets than it is to fix the problem. But you're not going to have to constantly replace products. You're not going to have to waste your time dealing with customer service. You're not going to have to wait for stuff to come in the mail to you when you sharpen a pencil down to nothing because the core is messed up. And I'm like, Prisma's like, okay, we'll send you another one. And then you got to wait a week for, and you just, if you're doing commissions, you got a piece of art sitting there if you don't have any stores that sell them open stock around you. So I can't justify it. And thank you if you've watched my series of Prismacolor videos. Again, I want them to be good, and I'm not trying to disparage something that people like, but the reality is they have issues. So I recommend you don't buy them. Buy something else instead. Just don't buy Prismacolor. And if people stop buying them, maybe they'll get the hint and they'll take them back to the quality they were before Newell did whatever they did with them that ruined them. Is that, like I said in the review, there are plenty of videos out there where people are driving the points into desks and they're not breaking. But they still, according to the people making these videos, feel the same. I have not had an old set in my hand, so I can't speak to the validity of that. But it appears to be the case that Newell, in an attempt to cut costs and make more profit, has destroyed the brand that a lot of people love. I think over time, if they don't repair them, you're going to see these eventually not be open stock and go the way of Crayola. Because gradually, since I've gotten into art, I am seeing more and more Prismacolor products in stores like Target. So that brings up the question, are they trying to move in that direction? I don't know. This is more of a thoughts video than anything else, and I'm going to end it here. I don't want to keep it long. I don't want to waste any more time working with these pencils. I don't want to waste any more time talking about these pencils. I don't want to waste any more time dealing with customer service on these pencils. I don't want to waste any more time sharpening them, or where, you know, why did the barrel crack, or no, I'm done. Anything that I have to microwave repeatedly to use, I'm not going to use, which you already know I advocate against using your ovens and microwaves that are used for food for art supplies. So thank you for watching. Thank you for being patient with me. Thank you. And if you're just getting into the art world, I do not recommend starting with these. Move on, get something else. Polly's, Caran d'Ache. There's plenty of brands out there that are decent, just not this one. I'm Greg, aka Vaccinic. Have a good one.